What is going on, guys? Of course, as you can see, we're looking at a bit of a different video today. We are looking at a foot sniping bot. Now, the reason we're looking at this is because right now we are in the early stages of the game. We don't even have FIFA to do really proper sniping. And what I do find unfair is that EA releases the game to certain people at this time. There are certain YouTubers who already have this game. There are certain players who already have this game. And there are certain just regular people who have been given this game to play, which puts the rest of us at a loss. Like, some of us can't even actually snipe because you've got people on console sniping and you've got other people just beating us. And I'm on a laptop, guys, so it's so hard to snipe. So this does give you an opportunity to spend a lot less money than you would on FIFA points and make a ton of coins. Now, I'll be honest, I'll probably not really use a bot throughout the year of FIFA when the game's out, because it's not something I tend to do on my own account once the game is out. You guys know it's a trading channel, but while we're in this early stage, it's nice to have a look at. And I do support this bot specifically in terms of the way they run their bot, because it's the most value for money. It's very cheap. You get a lot out of it. And this isn't sponsored at all. So if the guys who are running the bot do see this, you're free to sponsor me for another video and I'll run through it more deeply. But the reality is, it's not sponsored at all. It is just me going around on a bot that I've known my brother's been using, is making a ton of coins off, so I thought I'd have a look and see what it's all about. Obviously, I've used this one before last year. I had to play around with it at one time where I was trying to make myself a ton of coins for an icon SBC, and it's honestly one of the best ways to even the playing field, because you've got to think EA is the only one who are getting any negative effect from this, because yeah, you might be beating other people to snipes, but there are tons of people using this bot. So the reality is, there's going to be people on snipes beating people with bots. So even the playing field, get yourself the bot if you want, and it is really one of the best ones. So as you can see, it adds a little section in here for the sniping bot to your menu. Now, we've popped in one of the filters I've been using yesterday, because this is probably the best filter for the bot. If you go for this same filter, but the Premier League version, you just don't get as many cards, which is why I like the League One version, because you get so many more cards coming available. So you've got gold, rare, centre mid, and League One. So it's a pretty simple filter, and we set the max as 1k. Now, what you want to do, obviously, before putting your filter into the bot, you want to check how much the players are selling for, and then what you want to do is, as you can see here, when you scroll down, so we put the whole sort of method in here, and then you come back down here, you want to put your buy now price in here as well, and then you want to click sell using footbin prices. Now, the reason you do this is because, say we get League One centre mids, and obviously this is an example, I don't really know the price ranges, so I'm going to use a random example. It's probably wrong, but say someone's transferred Ben Yedder to centre mid. Now, I know that's not going to have happened at this point in the game, but just for an example, if you get a Ben Yedder at centre mid and you immediately sell him on for 1.2k, which is what we'd usually be selling this filter on for, you're going to lose a ton of coins. So if you settle by footbin prices, what it does is the bot checks the price of the player before selling him on, and then sells him. Because obviously, you look, Guendouzi bought for 1,000, sell him for 1,200, profit 140. So what it does is it checks the footbin price, it sells it for what the price on footbin is, and then it tells you your profit on that basis. So actually, if you look on here, that's a good example. Solar, we've got him there for 700 coins, sold him on for 1,400, making a 630 coin profit, but actually we only would have made 430 if we'd sold him at 1.2. So that sell using footbin prices is an insane little bit of this bot. And what I will say about this bot is, obviously, bots are technically against what EA would go for their game, but the reality is, this bot is the most positive for consumer. I think the way they've done this is incredible, and I've used their bot, the exact same bot, a year before. I've had a look at it, and they've done so much to it, so I do respect that they're not just taking money, using the same old bot and letting it go, kind of like what EA do with the game. So you've got to think this, this is a company that kind of does care about the people who are using it. And what's even more insane, see this here, start Telegram control. You can go on your phone at work and turn the bot on if your computer's on. I mean, think if your computer's on. I've not tried that section, but that's absolutely insane. So you've got premium features here as well, and you've got filter rotation, so you can add another filter, which is mental. You've got multi-rarity, you got a load of stuff in here, so you can kind of see, and the bot is just doing its work. You can see here we're making a ton. We've made 2.5k profit over 180 searches. It's been 10 minutes. Now, obviously, it's not making 100k an hour, but right now we're on a web app where it is actually hard to make 10k an hour. It is actually hard to make any coins because people are really good at beating you to snipe. So letting this run for a little while is really only going to benefit you guys. So it's a brilliant little kind of feature. It's a brilliant little add-on you can add, and like I say, it's a lot cheaper than if you were to be going and spending money on FIFA points, because we all know the value of FIFA points, the actual money you get back out of it, is next to nothing. And what is also interesting, by the way guys, just before we finish off here, transfer list, as you can see, is up to 100. Now this is something we can do. I can show you how to do this. If you do want me to show you guys how to increase your transfer list on the web app to 100, drop a comment down below. But this video is been interesting to make because I've obviously just been talking and running you through this for the last couple minutes, but as you can see, we've made more coins and more coins and more coins as it's gone on. So it's a nice one to be doing. I'm pretty happy. We've got another Taliso there as well, so I'm pretty happy to be seeing the profit in the background. It's nice to know that I might be able to compete with some of those other people who have a ton of coins at the start of the game. But I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.